On a recent visit to Thylungra Station in the Channel Country of Western Queensland, George Scott, who owns and manages the station with his wife Shona, invited me to come and have a look at an old set of stockyards. Of all the things I've seen in my travels, this would have to be one of the most unique.
So, George, these old sheepyards are fascinating. I didn't expect anything like this.
This is the old Kabulli Yard, built out of gidgee posts, and it's a circular design, and I think it certainly would have been state-of-the-art in its day, that's for sure. Durax introduced sheep here in 1877, I think.
Yes.
So it could well have been built in their time or 20, 30, 40 years later. Great structure to still have here, that's for sure, yeah.
And built at a time when labour was cheap and plentiful.
Yeah, labour was cheap and plentiful. All those posts are cut with an axe, every single one of them, all dug by hand with a crowbar and shovel, and not a lot of wire in it. It was upgraded with those bits of wire, but it certainly was labour intensive to build it, and would have been labour intensive working sheep through it too, I'm sure, yeah.
You can just imagine them sort of drawing it all out on the ground and making sure everything was just right.
Yeah, it's quite a spectacular from above, from the air, just how well it's built and how its symmetrical circular shape and the design of the yard. Yeah.
So it's designed in a way the sheep will flow around like a bit of a bugle shape.
Yeah, there's a bugle around the outside and the yard up, and they just keep going through those narrower bugle-shaped yards and through into the draft, and then they draft back into the middle of the yard, and they yard up in a circular motion.
Yeah, in real state-of-the-art in a way.
It would have been state-of-the-art in its day. No question that would have been a state-of-the-art facility, and there's not many of them in this country.
I mean, this could be here for a long time to come.
Yeah, it'll be here a long time. It'll be here. It certainly won't be, the bulldozers won't go through it while I'm alive, but yeah, it's a pretty special bloody bit of history.
Did they have for ewes and lambs as well from this country? Or
yeah, they did, yep. Marked 100,000 lambs here several times.
Wow, that's phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah.
Walking around this yard, I can see evidence of the detailed planning and effort that went into building something like this over 100 years ago. I have a real sense of a bygone era, a snapshot into the skills and determination of those who have gone before me.
They would have been built in the blacksmith shop here, just folded back around and bashed with a hammer. That's all really, really bloody clearly, no question that was built at home, in the blacksmith shop at home. And you can see how it was built together. Bloody. The blacksmith's role was pretty important.
Oh, yeah, he was, too right it was.
Not only did he make all the horseshoes, but he fixed all the things on the buggies and everything that had any steel in it at all. He was yesterday's mechanic, I guess. But it was a very important bloody job.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just so solid, these boats, eh?
Yeah, they are. Some of the bigger ones are really solid, but, they'd be 100 years old. No question that'll be 100 years old. Might be 150.
Yeah.
It lasts a hell of a long time.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. This yard was built using hundreds of gidgee posts dug into the ground. These posts, referred to as stubs, are a great example of a stub yard. I can only imagine the hard work it took to build these yards. The only tools would have been axes, crowbars and shovels, and maybe crosscut saws. This stub yard is an impressive tribute to the workers who built it all those years ago.
Gidgee's incredibly tough work. It's really durable.
I know she's hard on the chainsaws.
Yeah, it is. It's hard on the saw, it's hard on the axe too.
Yeah.
Gidgee posts last forever in this country. There's a lot of sweat went in here building it, but then a lot of sweat in the... it was probably used for 50 years.
Yeah.
They're still being used.
Yeah.
And they're not that long ago when these were built and put here. That's not that far back.
It's a bit of a postcard type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. No, it's certainly history talking to you.
Yeah.
This magnificent bugle yard at Thylungra Station aligns well with the philosophy of low-stress stock handling, which in recent years has increasingly been implemented and widely used in the Australian cattle industry. In contrast to other yard designs in which stock resists moving forward, the partitions along the curved design of a bugle yard encourage the animals to move more freely through the yard. I find it very encouraging that these traditional yard designs and stock handling methods are making a comeback.